What's going on, people? It is Thursday. It is 22:09 p.m. and it is a gorgeous day. So, let me tell you what happened to me. This is funny. Uh, so early this rewinds back to about 2:33 a.m. this morning. I'm sitting outside enjoying my night, and a drunk girl comes stumbling from Spargos. Now, I know the bars have been, extended to 2 a.m., so I'm like, okay, cool. And it's sad funny. You'll understand why. Um, she stumbled from Spargos to the church parking lot across the street, then to the opening of Church Street, fell down, caught her balance, and then I'm watching this, I'm like, what is going on here? Because this is entertainment for me. I'm like, because I haven't seen a drunk person stumbling around town in years. And for Spargos to have this is very fucking rare. It's like a fucking unicorn, basically. So I yell at her, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? And she gets up and stumbles down the sidewalk. And I'm like, "Are you okay, dear?" And she's like, "Shh, I'm good, baby." I'm like, okay. So I'll just let her go. And then she stumbled to my neighbor's house, diagonal from me, Wayne and Nancy. She fell going up their steps and face planted. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn. And then she tried to get into their house. So they called the cops. And I'm like, oh god. And then she left their house, walked up Main Street, came back around, made a beeline back to Spargos after trying to get into somebody's truck parked behind the bar. And this was funny. Oh god. So they called the cops and I called the cops because I'm like, okay, this is really bad. Why didn't I call the cops the first time? Because usually, rule of thumb, and some of you might know this, you might have drunk friends as well. Some of them drunk friends who get wasted end up being great drivers and they can find their way home and shit. So that's what I figured. If she's nearby or wherever, she'll be alright. And luckily, she went back inside the bar and the cops found her inside the bar. She had apparently hit her head on the headstone across the street. I didn't know that. And then she apparently busted her lip open. And she didn't get medical help. They brought medical help. She refused it. And she was highly intoxicated. And, that was the end of that. So I thought. So I came in, went to bed. Fast forward, I'm sitting outside. And this is tonight. This was just 3 hours ago. My friend Nick came by because I asked him if he. I was like, we should hang out again. So he comes by and hangs out. Then another guy that I know who was riding around town, and he stopped by early this morning, an hour before this shit happened. And he's like, "Do you know what happened to that girl that was drunk from Spargos?" I'm like, me and Nick like just started laughing, like we're just talking about that. So I started to tell him what's going on. Wayne comes up, escalates the fucking situation, and starts yelling at the dude for knocking on their door earlier today, trying to get information and shit. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, oh, Christ. So my mother has my sister call the cops. She has her call the cops because she thinks I'm getting jumped. I've been on this stoop for 25 fucking years. Never got jumped. Nobody fucks with me. I'll get little middle fingers and dirty looks now and then, but physically fucked with? Oh, nobody cares. But anyway, so Wayne escalates the shit, then walks away. Cops come. The irony with the cops, the sheriff who showed up was the same one I talked to this morning. So, oh god. And this was funny. And Nick is sitting there quiet as shit, just looking at his phone. The other guy was concerned and shit and almost lost his cool because apparently the woman that was drunk from the bar is also the bartender at Spargos. And he thinks that she was roofied because she was stumbling and she was drunk too. Like she had the drunk walk going on, and she was also disoriented because when the cops talked to her, she said she didn't remember anything about last night. So somebody roofied her at the bar. I don't tolerate that shit. That's fucked up. Like, why you gotta drug somebody just to get laid or try to? Stupid. But yeah. So yeah, that whole situation was so fucked up. I'm like, oh my god. But she's apparently home safe, and that's the important part. I'm like, good. But this shit is so damn funny. It's sad funny. That's what I'm talking about. Sad funny. It's sad that she got blasted off her ass, and somebody escalated it by throwing a roofie in her drink. But it's funny because I haven't seen this kind of entertainment in ages. I mean, ages. Oh, God. Whew. Shit. Fucking Wayne. And Wayne is he's a dick. He's a loudmouth prick. That's all he is, a loudmouth prick. Fuck. That boy, there have been several nights where I'm sitting in my room, window open, enjoying a good breeze, and I'll be watching a show, and I hear him yelling at his wife. That loud. That's how loud he is. He's abusive. He's an asshole. Ugh. Loud son of a bitch. Had no reason to come up here and escalate shit. No reason at all. Like, damn. Dumb fuck. Ugh. But anyway, I had a great Thursday. Morning and night. I was like, shit. This is great entertainment. I love it. Fuck. Ugh. And if you're wondering why I'm so dark, I had a great fucking tan, too. Ugh. I had a great day in the pool yesterday with a friend. That was cool as fuck. It's nice, but damn, tonight? Woo! Christ. Ugh. But yeah, like... I can't believe my mother called the cops. And it was the same sheriff. Oh, and I love it. And the cops in town know me, so it's like, oh, it's okay. But yeah, it was a trip. Ugh, whatever. So that's what happened. This whole situation is amusing, but kind of sad. But still more amusing than sad. Oh, man, oh man. So, I'll be back in a little bit. I have movie reviews and a book review to do. So, stay tuned.